afternoon, stampers and paper crafters. This is Renee Daly from StampKnowHow.com. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have another card project for you. It's the Lily Impressions W Fold card, and it's such beautiful paper. And it pops open and you get this little pop-up. I'm going to show you how to make that really easily. You won't even have to score for that. And for this project, we're going to be using the Sending You Thoughts stamp set, which is currently a Sale-a-Bration item you can earn for free with your purchase. We're also going to be using the Lily Pad Impressions dies. We're going to be using 3 of those that I have set aside over here. Okay, let's get started with the supplies that you're going to need. And first off, you're going to need a card base. It is rich raspberry. It's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. You're going to need a strip of the rich raspberry that is 1 inch by 11. You're going to need 3 pieces of the DSP, and I've chosen this print with the lilies on it. These are 4 inches by 5 1/4. You're going to need 4 small squares of the rich raspberry that are 2 inches by 2 inches. You're going to need a few pieces of the green DSP from that pack, and these are 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches. We're going to use those for our sentiments. And for the sentiment on the outside, you're going to need a strip of DSP that is 1 inch by 5 1/4. We're also going to be stamping on that, and you're going to need a scrap of gold foil. Okay, so as you can see, I'm back and I've got 4 pieces cut out of the gold foil. Now I have 2 flowers and 2 sets of leaves. I'm just going to set those aside. We're going to use those in a moment. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach the DSP to this card. It's just a little easier to do this right now so I don't forget later. I'm just going to use the multi-purpose glue for this. And this is nice because you can align everything. Gives you a little wiggle room to get it lined up perfectly. And then the other 2 pieces are going to go on the inside. And this is kind of a directional print, so you want to make sure that your flowers are facing up. For the last piece. And leaving just a little bit of an edge around all that. And for this extra strip, I'm going to show you a really easy way to do this W fold. We're going to not even need a scoreboard. Just going to fold the 2 ends together, and we're going to crease that really well with our bone folder. Going to open it up. Going to take the other edge and meet that in the middle. Same thing. Use your bone folder to get a good crease. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. take that piece and meet it in the middle. And then you just want to bend the back, the inside back, so it's a mountain fold. And it'll kind of look like a W, which is what we want. And we're going to go ahead and attach this because it's just easier to let this set up for a little bit. And you really don't have to do any measuring. We're just going to add just a tiny bit of glue to the edge. We're going to put it about an inch from the bottom. And we're going to line that up with this edge. And I'm just going to set a block here for a minute, just so that side can set up. I'm going to trim the tails off of these little gold pieces because we don't really need the stem. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. And for one of our squares, the first one is just the flower. So we can go ahead and assemble that one. While we're waiting on that to dry a little bit. Just going to use the same multi-purpose glue. So you're going to have a little bit of wiggle room here. And for the flower, same thing. I'm just going to put some dots of glue on here. Just gonna put that off to the side a little bit here. Hold that down for a minute. Okay, and this side should be pretty well set up. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and fold my card, just so this gets a little bit easier to attach to the other side. So now I'm going to do the same thing, just a little dab of glue on the end here. And we're going to line that up with the edge of our card again. And let's go let that set for a minute with the glue. And this piece is all ready to go. So the next thing we need to work on is our embossing. So I have 4 pieces here that we're going to emboss with our words. I'm going to just get the static off, embossing buddy. All these. I just love this paper. It looks like somebody made a painting. I get to play with it. Gorgeous. Okay, and we're going to use some Versamark ink here. I'm going to push this up out of the way so you can see a little better. Let's set it up. I need these. Okay, so our first sentiment is, what's this I hear? All I can say is, and that's going to be done gold embossing powder. And I do stamp these one at a time just because I don't want the ink to dry before I get this embossed. So it's going to be a lot of embossing going on here, but do this on the left side. You want to stamp straight up and down. And I'm going to go ahead and dip this in the gold. Okay. Bring in my embossing. That's our first piece. For our second piece, do with a great big wish of happiness. Same thing, straight up and down. And dip this in there. Gonna hold on to this with tweezers. Okay. We have a couple more sentiments left, so we're going to go ahead and this is dry. Bring back in our ink and we'll get the happy birthday. I'm just going to hold on to that with the tweezers. Our last one. Another sensational year of you. Center that and stamp it. So for our verse mark. We're going to go ahead and put our little strip with our sentiment on. I'm going to line that up so it's right where we want it. I'm going to go ahead and attach leaves and our little flower. Just going to use a tiny bit of glue on here. this is kind of gonna go off to the side here. Looks better when you put less glue on there because it won't ooze out quite so much. And we're going to put our lovely little leaves on there. And to finish up the front, I have some of this, it's Whisper White. It's like 1/8 inch ribbon. And I just need little pieces of scrap paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and using, this is the dark granny apple green. I'm going to use the thick side and I'm going to color this ribbon so that it matches my card. And this is an easy thing to do with just about any ribbon you might have that's a lighter color. And maybe it's just not the color that you want. You can just use your alcohol markers to color it. I'm gonna do a pretty decent length so I can tie a bow here. Let's see, probably about 12 inches or so. Dries rather quickly just because it's alcohol marker, which is really nice. So I'm going to cut that off. And we're just going to go ahead and tie a little bow with the 2 bunny ears here. We're going to go ahead and attach this with the glue dot on the back of our knot. Right at the base. And we have the front of our card done. Scratch it out of the way. We're going to go ahead and glue our sentiments onto our squares. Okay, we're just going to finish out the inside of our card. So, what you need to do for this is we're just going to, down the middle of each one of these squares, just going to put a little dab of glue. And we're going to center it on top of these strips. I'm going the right way here. Once you get the ends on there, then we can do the middle. If you wanted to, you could also use tear and tape for this if you don't want to wait for the glue to set up. So there you have it. This is our Debbie Fold card using the free paper you can get from Sale-a-Bration. Make sure to put your orders in before March 31st. It's only available till then or while supplies last. And I'll have the information on my blog on the supplies list and what you need to make for this card. I hope you enjoyed today's project. If you do, make sure you leave me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll have more videos coming out soon. I have some really fun projects coming up, so make sure to subscribe. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.